Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, that's why I need to do them.
but Krogi can take care of it. So.
Okay.
That's high DPS anyways.
We have also buffers in this team, so.
I don't know. I don't know how you did last time.
It was buffers last time. The reason why I need to wait for the groups to be full is because basically instead of me typing it all manually, I just click on the people in the raid and it'll auto-populate the note.
Oh, nice.
Alright, script trash while you wait for everybody else.
All healers go AFK now?
No.
Don't pull everything at once.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pull everything at once.
So
Yes, Elisander, it's attacking me.
I'm just getting this weakara, right? I don't have to change the DBM stuff that you guys were doing the last time.
No, it's just the leader needs to, because he's marking people, I think.
Oh shit.
Although we're gonna see if people are not gonna get the mark, if people will get the mark.
It's just assistants and radios that do it, man.
Yeah. And basically just this.
It's gonna skull.
What I done.
Oh wait, we're pulling? Oh.
You're in trash.
It's time to open.
One time, but
Yeah.
That's a good start.
Rip Uba.
That's 60k healing though. Fucking hell, man.
And also stop saying you're dead, just like you think us healers are shit, because you're not dead, you're still alive.
Look how much I heal, man. 60k. Professional. Fucking hell, I did her
Whatever,
job.
dude.
Whatever. It's just John.
Should you avoid your mitigation?
Yes. It's awesome.
When my stuff procs, I have like 130 haste %. It's good.
The only thing in my stuff that procs is that stupid Eye of Corruption.
It's better than nothing.
Yeah, but Vision of Perfection only procs on trash, rarely procs on boss fights.
Vita is really open.
By the way, has anyone seen the manga intro for Trump?
Yeah, I've seen it. Not for a while, man.
Let me please.
Yeah, but it's like...
It's funny as fuck, yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
Can you link it in pics and vids later?
Sure. Give me a sec.
Jesus.
Alright. Who shall we give the last 4 spots to?
all the people who are online, I guess.
Is your priest on?
Andos is online, yeah.
I would say buffers, because we need the melee.
Well, if you go to who signed up tonight, like on the calendar, we need to bench 2 people.
LinkedIn.
Mori, I guess.
Well, is he gonna DPS? Yeah, no,
Yeah, it'll be
his DPS has
DPSing.
increased a lot.
Yeah, his DPS
Oh,
is
yeah,
very...
okay.
If you want a melee, just take Mori and just give him a try.
Okay.
We
Where's
only got one
Krogi?
person, only 21 people signed up, so I don't see the issue.
Well, 22 with Foops, yeah. That's why we need to.
Krogi's not online though, is he?
He's not.
So we can pop him as thing. Alright. Benching Krogi then. So I need
No,
one more bench.
Pax is coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Andos, because he's not in the
If
group
you-
yet.
Yeah, if you guys need the trial or you know anything, that's cool. I can sit out.
Don't think we want to trial people.
Croaky just posted in attendance. I have to sort some things out. We'll be there in 10 minutes.
Mhm.
That's good. Yeah, we'll see. So we have a choice between Mori or Buffers. I mean, Mori is higher DPS though.
Yeah, he will be.
Krogi, I mean,
Should
sorry.
take Mori. Like, you did really good in Heroic, I must say.
I mean, between Krogi and Buffers.
We have 2 spots still.
Yeah,
So
we
one is
need.
for Krogi and
Yeah, one is for Mori. Simple.
Mori is
Mori's
already
in
in
the
the group.
group. What about
Yeah.
Endos, Shadow Priest?
Yeah, but there's no ads to cleave off for him here.
Okay.
And Arlekino?
There's no ads to cleave off. Like, listen, dude, he's really good at okay at cleaving, but like, if you look at the single target he does on the single target bosses, it's fucking ridiculous.
So
Same with
Krogi and
Shadow
Buffers
Priest.
then, or
Yes, so
okay.
Flips is staying. That's for sure.
Have you linked the weakauras yet?
Not yet. I was waiting until the raid is full, so I don't keep having to link.
So that means we're benching the priest and the Arlekino then.
Yep. That's what
Keep
But
doing.
the priest was only trial either way. He knew he was going to be there on Wednesday. I told him the rest was going to be
I know.
debatable. So
Did
like,
pretty good on shot hole.
I did very good.
64%
It's fair
or
enough.
something like that. Not too bad.
Does mean you're gonna have to promote Foobs back, otherwise he can't join.
On my way.
I'll do it.
Core or trial?
What it was before? Core, I think.
It was core.
Hey.
Technically, I demoted him because trusted is higher than. But
I made him call back on Discord.
No,
I'm gonna need
yeah,
to
that's-
get bots and stuff then.
yeah, just go quick. We're still waiting for 2 people.
Congrats on demotion, Foops.
Yeah, that's, yeah, it's supposed to demote him, but fair enough. I'm in Discord.
Ah, and I promote him. Okay, Jesus Christ.
You leave him as trusted member, and it's on Discord that he needs to be promoted. So I've done it on Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, Croak's trusted member as well, and he's a core rating.
Mm.
I know, it's really, you know, thinking my mind wrapped around it.
I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back.
How do you write particularly? So quiet.
Yeah, typing takes a while for me, man. Only have full fingers, you know.
What are we waiting for, by the way?
I guess it would be Krogi.
Yeah.
So we're getting buffers or
Yeah, we're
we're getting
go.
buffers, right? Yeah. Dude, just sitting there waiting. Alright, now we just need Krogan. Oh, there he is. Speak of the little devil. I'm gonna make sure I get the quick sorted.
Who do you want for your backups?
Not me.
Brian, backup. Backup 1.
Pick up for what? Yeah. I'm back.
Vita.
Yeah.
Do you just want one of each backup? So
Could you actually put druids into backup so we could less move?
it's usually the range deal with, you know, team one do what did I say is ranged? Yeah.
Doesn't matter technically, I can do it as well. Yep. Ranged for backup 1, right?
Yeah, team one is ranged, backup one is ranged, backup two is melee, but I don't think we've got. Yeah, because void is ranged, Vita is a nightmare's melee. And if there's no nightmare orb, then the melee do Vita, and if there's no void orb, then range do Vita, for example.
Yeah. So we kill Void first, so Rangers on Vita, then we swap around.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey guys, sorry for being late.
It's okay, cool.
How
Alright,
dare
Cody.
you?
Can't be helped, man. If something happens, man.
I can put Bacon back up because he's enhanced.
Yeah, I'm already there, aren't I? Like in backup.
I just put you in backup. I've sent it again. Can you see it's changed? Should just
Yes.
have backup one as Brian, backup two as Bake.
Mm-hmm. You can put packs as well into backup 1.
Let me get the notes up, okay, because otherwise,
Backup 2, we don't have actually an extra. Maybe Neff, I don't know.
wait, let's see. Backup 1, me and Pax, that's fine. Backup 2, Bake and Neff, that's fine as well. Yeah, people just have to keep an eye on their weak aura though, that's the only thing. Oh, let me replace it quickly.
You and you guys are ready? Should we summon Krogi? Okay, I'll do it.
Just let me go ahead, spot
Summon
quickly.
clicky, clicky.
I'm gonna
Clicking.
clicking.
Like, just
what to make this
everyone in
transfer.
the range team just needs to keep an eye on them. Like, it's just you get replaced like automatically by the weak aura. So if you have a what is it, nightmare circle on you, you get automatically swapped out of the list. So just keep an eye on the list all the time. You will see where your actual position is all the time.
The weak aura, Brian, I don't know if it does it because I haven't got it and I'm not involved with it. It should say you're next or something, Vita next or something like that. It
Yes.
should come up on the screen. It does it?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's
So
say I'm next and I get nightmare at that same point. It will swap
yeah,
me out of the list to like none of the positions, obviously, because I
yeah,
can't do it. And then it will just be replacing me with someone else, and that guy just has to do it.
yeah,
And I think red is if you did it, yellow is when you have it, or no, red's when you have it, and then gray is when you did it. I think
yeah.
because then you have the debuff, so it will turn you gray.
That's what the red is for because it says you've got the debuff, isn't it? Yeah. I've seen it on the screen. It does come up to saying something next, but I don't know if that works because, like I said, I'm not think I'll link it.
Yeah, the
Don't
weakauras
forget your
screen.
class.
We need to link it.
Oh, never mind. It's
There you go. Just position it somewhere where you can see it, but obviously doesn't block your entire screen. The
And
text
there's
is like
the bonds area as well.
Is it the same one from last week?
I re-downloaded it again yesterday. So basically, just delete that. Do you remember we changed the markers? So just get rid of it, and then I'll send it again.
And yeah, how the next thing works 100%. It will show up on your screen.
Okay.
But obviously, if it says next in 10 seconds, this guy, or next in, what is it, 5 seconds?
Yeah, something like that.
And he gets a nightmare because it's not done correctly at the skull marker, then obviously one at nipple will get it and then it's fucked. So
Okay.
people just need to do it like this correctly.
Okie dokie.
Best way with Vita is you don't have to stay exactly on the marker. You can go backwards, like in a straight line. So you are basically farther away, so it's not gonna collide with anything. Don't go like closer to this side, or don't go like to this side. Just stay like here. And every other range, stay in the like you see this square here on the ground. Just stay spread around here. That's for the range, and Mel is obviously gonna be with the tanks on the boss. On the opposite side of Skull, but I think all the melees were here, so they know. It's just for the range, which we have like 2 new.
Ceres, can you innovate Beazle? Chaska,
Yes.
innovate me. And Neff, if you need innovate, Olivia can do you, or you're usually okay, aren't you? I think. Man.
You should take 2 innovates, Ari. Nev can stay without innovate, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so
Okay.
So we.
can I
Sorry,
explain
I
the
just.
markers? Or
Yeah,
are you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
still fucking around with weakauras? You still talking about the weakauras, or are we good with that?
We're done.
Good. Everyone should have them. So
Alright.
Mine is still downloading, so wait like 1 minute.
I'm just gonna explain the markers.
Do it.
So skull is for the nightmare on the first set. Yeah. Okay. Blue is for the void. And red is for nightmare during the second. So red and blue is for the second set. Blue is for the void. Red is for the nightmare. And in phase, the third set of orbs, use red for the void as well. We'll just keep the boss like around here-ish. So skull is nightmare in first set. Second set, blue is for void. Red is for nightmare. Third set of orbs, void is for red is for void. That's it. And now we use moon and the other one for the Vita. Moon and green. Just realized something. Put it over here. There you go.
Also, wanted to ask about the orb. So we kill in Vita and Void. Yeah.
No.
No.
I'm killing only one
just
orb
one at a time.
Okay.
I changed the red with purple. Just to be safe that if you go on purple you don't get hit by the thing, which means I'm probably gonna have to make this a little bit further over.
Basically, you won't see it PAX, but on AA it says Vita, Void, Void, Vita. So basically, the Vita orb hits him, he becomes Vita empowered. Then the second one, the Void orb hits him. And then I think it's the third set is the Void orb hits him again. And then the last one is the Vita. He doesn't really want to get hit by Nightmare. And the
Right.
second set of orbs, he can't get hit by Vita. Did I miss flasks?
Yes.
Okay, I just use my own shit.
Just gonna make sure that these things are a bit
Bunch
further
of
over.
locusts.
Vultures. You gotta be fast with flasks.
It's okay,
I don't
Peter. I got
know
my
if-
own. You keep it.
Yeah,
I
one more
use my
question.
own.
One more question. Okay. So
Okay.
first phase. Okay. Vita. Wait. Sorry,
go
who was
ahead.
talking? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
First phase, star and nipple for Vita, right? Second phase, is it moon or star or moon and
I'll explain
nipple?
it
That's
again.
for the third.
So when you get the first set of orbs, we're gonna have Vita and Nightmare. The
it's
skull is
third,
to
okay,
dump the
never mind, yeah.
Nightmare, and the Vita is for Star and Nipple. And then we're gonna get a second set of orbs, so we're gonna get Nightmare and we're gonna get Void. Blue is for the Void, so that the melee can be bouncing that thing against the wall. And the range will be using the purple for Nightmare on the second set. And then we get the third set, that's when we get Vita and Void. Basically you use green and moon for the Vita, and then you just use the purple for the Void. And by purple I mean, you know, the little ball thing you have to pop. And also we can stack on the second set. So on the second set you can, when you get the Nightmare, the circle around you, soak it with the Raid. When you get it on the third one we can't stack, so you basically have to solo it. That's why it's really important when we deal with the third set of, when we have the Void Hunter up, the ad, we kill it before it gets a second cast off. Which is gonna be a lot of fun. Let's go left on. And then in phase 2 we pretty much just, you know, stack on the balls, and then whoever gets the debuff and can't be healed will just fuck away from the right.
Be careful with leech as well on this fight, by the way, because you can kill yourself with it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
To the other side of the pillar. It can to the other pillar away. Spread out. I get ready for Vita to hit.
Wait, have it.
And let's go. What was that? Like I did already? Oh, that went well.
I've got soul stones, so don't release.
Yeah, we need more DPS on the ads.
Okay, Arlekino left the guild.
Oh, what a loss. Oh.
Press F to pay respects.
Set face.
Yeah, I'll press this to pay respects, that's what it is.
The loyalty is strong in that one.
Yeah.
Those, wake up please.
I was paying my respect.
Oh well.
Yeah.
The shitty guilds is
You can find some respect in Team Blood Eagle, so.
Yeah. What is that, man?
Sad shit, man.
It's really sad. Oh well.
Why did people die a lot? Did they get hit by something? Was there overlap?
I'm checking now, let me check.
In melee.
Ah.
Bake had Vita, Mori had Vita, so yeah, we had Vita and melee, then Belt got meleeed, Baxter and Buffers died by Unstable Nightmare, so... Unstable Nightmare, isn't that a thing you just have to dodge? Beam
It's a
right?
big circle thing that you have to
Oh.
run out of melee, so maybe they were standing in the circle slightly when it went off. That's why I don't know if that skull's far enough from, you know.
What's the big beam then? The Dread Inferno? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kite around. Like, for ranged, you kinda just wanna stay in the box, boys. Like, here, this box. Unless you can't, because you have any other thing going on. You just have to stay.
So the nightmare we drop only on Skull and nowhere else, right?
Yep. So the melee can take it over, you know. If the melee does it, they can still DPS the boss because it's a large hitbox.
Can we get a portal from here to Skull? So if the first nightmare hits range, we can just teleport to Skull.
No, oops. Don't. I have repair bot.
Well, now we got a new spot for a mess.
Yeah, I'll get on it, man. I'll get on it. Okay. Straight on, man. Like I'm pretty. I wouldn't say happy, but I'm gonna say it's a lot of burden less.
This is all
Joran and the guy basically the same type of people. I don't like them.
Oh.
Jesus, Fire Mage is one of the strongest single target burst damage kind of things you have in the game right now, and he can only AoE basically because he doesn't know how to use his other shit.
I'm very sad.
I'm sure he misses like 1 in 2 Pyro Blast because he's too slow for it.
Yeah, that guy has an alternate as well. Isn't that Skeleton?
Calathon, yeah.
Wow, because that's long overdue as well, actually. Ooh, so much drama! I like drama.
Tonight's a good evening.
Oh my god, so many ults to kill. Oh my
Yo,
god.
Foops. Well, you see where I'm jumping? Put a portal from here to Skull. It's for the range when they get the Nightmare debuff. So they can quicker get the... Perfect. Moment of silence for the brave mage.
May his luck shine in his new guild.
Let them fucking burn at the stake, man.
40 parses. 40 green passes. Fire mage. Just saying.
Whatever.
Man, guilds will be fighting over him now. Oh well.
Let's
God,
focus
it's
on
so
the
nice to
last
see
game.
a lock in here. Seriously.
Legit.
Don't get used to it.
3, 2,
It's fun doing the corpse run to miss all the trash.
The other pill. Alright. Get ready to spread. Nice spreading.
I got killed by Unleashed Nightmare. It wasn't on me though.
Because you need to spread now.
Oh, that's it.
That's why I keep saying spread.
Thanks, Wolf.
Yeah, I can't. I have to pick that up. Oh, you picked that up? Not too fast. Focus on the stalker.
Yeah, good Vita stairs. Hold on.
Huh?
You did good, man. I'm not being sarcastic. You did good.
We should kill this. That's a lot faster. Spread out for the nightmare. Move the boss to the other marker.
Yeah.
Focus Vita, boys. You're supposed to be on the other side. Fuck. You need to move the boss way faster. The odds need to die way faster as well.
Okay, I got Soulstone. Don't res.
I guess two ads. Those two ads should be dead when we move. Pretty much. Well, the stalker at least, because we can't stack with the stalker. So basically, until we reach the second set of orbs, you basically want to stay spread all the time. So spread on pull, and then make sure we spread when the ads come, because you need to kill that stalker like ASAP. Which means you gotta stop DPSing the boss and focus on the stalker instead. Like, single target. And then after the stalker is dead, you guys should be done with your Vitas, and then we can move to blue. So that we can get ready for the void. And that means the rest of your range need to get closer to purple, so you guys can get ready for the nightmare. Or whoever gets it.
Yeah, the weak aura won't tell you you've got the nightmare debuff. Unstable nightmare. Basically, if you have the big circle, you go to skull. And the weak aura basically just does the lightning and the Vita, basically the Vita in power, whatever it's called. So you won't get an icon above your head when you've got that nightmare. Yeah, that's because the big wigs was and DBM were overwriting the weakauras, so Tef's disabled it. So you have to yeah, if you get
Is it messing around with the weakaura?
no, basically Beazle said he's talking to our party chat, that he didn't get an icon above his head and he wasn't sure where to go. So I basically said that's unstable nightmare, and if you have the big circle, you go to skull. Because the weakaura doesn't do that; it just does dealing with the empowerments.
Oh, that's a trade for Arlekino.
I helped him do Mythic Plus a lot.
Oh,
Well,
we need a lot of help either way.
you can whisper him, maybe that'll bring him back.
4, 3, 2,
That's when you start getting good enough. People want to keep getting boosted.
What do you mean? I'm already getting boosted.
Yeah, your next one shall be blocked.
Wow.
Spread. Spread. Jesus, guys. Get ready for Vita boss. Did I make correctly? We got some boss now. Got the stalker. Why are 5 people
Do
dead
not
again?
play with the boss, just saying. Some melees might get killed by the Vita.
But why? Look where we are.
Yeah, because I saw one melee staying and
I don't see any melee standing between your line, dude.
I was
Well, actually, I killed by the Vita.
GG.
Oh. Then you were in the wrong spot.
Look where my corpse is.
Did you get
Yeah,
the
but
Vita
you
buff?
had the first Vita on you. And you need to go to star with that.
Oh, you didn't move at all, you just stood in the melee. Oh, that's clever.
My bad.
You don't have to combat res. Foops is putting soul stones on Ari.
I've got Soulstone.
Yeah, also, if you want to dodge the Vita as a melee, just stand behind the boss then. Like, that's what you should do as a melee anyway.
Pretty sure it's random.
I think so.
Also, people need to do range 5, and somebody needs to call out just before the nightmare orb's going to hit, because we basically need to be spread before that hits.
Did you guys hear me say spread all the time?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, what I said was, melees are standing between Nipple and Star as well.
Yeah.
So if the lightning goes over, they die instantly, because that's how
Yeah.
it works. So that's why I say if we go to that phase, melees just stand behind the boss, because the boss is facing this way. That's where it was last time. It was facing. It was standing here and facing this way.
So, the order we kill the orbs is we kill the void one, and then we kill the Vita one. Every time we kill a void one, it basically just means you can't stack at all. You need to stay spread at all times. Like when the Vita hits the boss and the ad and all the other shit, you guys really need to stay spread at all times. It's only in phase 2 and during the second set of orbs that we can actually stack a little bit more. Apart from that, just /5.
Do you guys have the ny'alotha weakaura pack? Because it'll actually tell you don't soak and stuff like that for this boss.
Mm-hmm.
More weakauras.
Everyone should have it.
Okay.
Repair bot is still up, by the way.
Man, locks are insanely slow tonight. I think they fucked something up last time.
Wouldn't be surprised. Alright.
They're all on queue.
2
all the
seconds.
time.
Oh, you got 20 seconds. Just do the orb mechanics correctly. Nightmare where you're supposed to be, Vita where you're supposed to be spread out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's play that. Did lightning correctly? Lightning hitting. Did Vita correctly? Somebody's not. Start switching to skull. All depends on skull now.
Did I get one shot by?
Vita.
Blue DPS on the boss. Focus on that.
Oh, because somebody wasn't standing on the marker. Or was I standing too close?
And
got
somebody
sauce.
just gave me Vita, I think. Yep, somebody just gave me Vita.
And people were in my
Somebody
way.
was not standing on the mark.
Okay, the markers are a little bit too.
Nah, they're good.
There was nobody on star, otherwise I
Was
wouldn't
not
have gotten it.
standing on top.
Yeah, but
I've got soul stone.
But nobody's on star, man.
look
Doesn't
where
matter what-
Ari was standing, and she got fucking smashed by the Vita because it went through her.
Yeah, I didn't stand further forward than the little groove in the path, and I got hit by the lightning.
Just means that the range have to be a little bit farther behind. That's it.
The markers are fine, man. What's wrong with the markers?
Yeah, but seriously, I don't think you saw your spot, did you?
I didn't actually. I was
Okay,
standing
that's
there,
why.
but I was a little bit too close to the malice.
Okay.
Like, if we die, it's probably because somebody didn't stand
Yeah,
where they're
so-
supposed to stand. Like, the markers are perfectly fine by the looks of it.
Yeah, I focused on the wrong thing, but we lost Ari anyways.
Yeah, because I have to stand that kind of far forward.
I
'Cause
know
basic-
of feeling.
But
Well,
basically,
you need me to put them closer to the marker, to the pillows, or?
well, basically, what we discussed is that range would stand here, and we would go no further forward than this groove. And I kind of need to stand if I'm spread over here because of people. I need to be able to heal you guys, and this is probably the furthest I can go. But I was standing here, which is well back from the markers, and I got killed by Vita, which is
Yeah, but that
basically
means
the
that-
lightning jump.
That means that somebody wasn't on where they're supposed to be.
Yeah,
Unless you
basically.
got tabbed by it.
If you look, like, on the.
Oh, I'm trying to put it a little bit closer. Jeez.
Can I just speak to Olivia a minute, guys? Olivia, was it were you the first person to get Vita, or was it sort of like mid-fight?
Yeah, I was the first one to get it, and it didn't
If
come up
you-
with anything.
It
So
might
I
not. So if
just
you're
went into it.
Yeah, if you're the first person to get it, go to star. But basically, because you're not in the assigned group, it probably won't come up. But the first one doesn't usually come up. So you see where Tef is? If you get the first Vita, go to star, and then basically Quell or go to nipple, and it jumps to him, and then you just run back to us.
I
And
just
for
thought it was because the things were blank.
No, you're not actually in the group. We've got two teams, a range team and a melee team that are dealing with the Vitas and the empowerments. Yeah. And also, if you get the large circle, which is the unstable nightmare, then you run to skull, basically. But it should
The
be
skull
melee only that get that.
The skull I've got down, I've luckily not had that one, but I've
Yeah.
had Vita a few times, and I've gone to circle instead because I'm often on this side preparing to, knock out the void
Yeah.
orb. So it's a bit inconveniencing for me to get straight to the star. So
Yeah.
I'll try and get to star before it goes off, but if not, I'll go to circle and warn someone. Or
Yeah. Try and stand see where I am here. Try and stand in the middle
I
if you
do
can.
try to. I'll try to in future,
Yeah.
but I'll warn anybody if I can't reach it.
Yeah.
Ari, could we just, just in case, fill all the range and all the melee just as backups that are left? So then
I was
they will
thinking
all
of
get,
it as well. Yeah.
and they will all get it either way, and then just backups
Okay.
so everyone can do it
Okay.
either way. If I can do it, they can do it. So if we just fill up all the
Hang
backups
on.
with the
Let me
people that
do
are
it.
there.
Yeah. So even if someone randomly gets it, he will be in the order then.
But then we still have to include the healers as well, and it's going to be a bit messy at some point.
By the way, if
But
we
basically,
go...
yeah, the first is always star, by the way, guys. And then on the other side, when the boss is going to be here, the first one will always be, I think, Moon. Let me check the record. I think it's Moon. On the second one, no, the first one is always going to be green when we're on this side when we get Vita again. So it's going to be star and green. Star is always going to be the first one, and green is always going to be the first one. So if you're the first one to get it, you always have to be on one of those markers. First phase star, second third phase, like third part green.
Green, basically for the first charge.
Yeah.
I think we can put the lock gate to star because the first nightmare orb I can position myself better with rolls than on the star mark. It's harder to get for some of them.
Well, it shouldn't be like an issue if everyone's in this little groove thing where I'm standing right now and jumping in. Then it doesn't matter because you have like 6 seconds to get, so like should be able to walk it.
Yeah, but this will make it easier, I think.
Actually, the fact that it was on skull was actually more helpful because trust me, some range when we are spread and we get the nightmare debuff are right like here-ish, and getting from skull to like from here to skull where I'm standing is much farther than actually getting from the middle to star. But
Yes, that's what I said, that I can position myself closer to you guys with rolls.
it's 5
when that
seconds
happens.
you have to get to the marker you mentioned. You're also gonna say it in game, so it's above you will be the marker where you have to go. And
But
you have 5 seconds. It's more than enough to actually get to the marker. Trust me, I'm a boomkin.
yeah. Also, like after the first thing where you have to spread for nightmare, right? It's 5 yards, but after that you can just stack up again, guys, because that shit's not gonna come back till we kill, till we have another nightmare orb. So then just stack for ranged right where I am, like in a thingy in the middle, and then you have more than enough time to go to all the markers. People are just staying spread after they have to move 5 yards or after the orbs. Just stack up again. It's gonna be a lot easier for the healers as well.
6 seconds is the longest time to move somewhere.
Yeah,
too.
I know. Yeah, it should be fucking easy.
It's a lot.
It is, but if it takes you like 2-3 seconds to realize it, then yeah.
You should
that's
not.
why.
You should watch your screen now. It's Mythic Ra.
It's Nick's bruh.
Exactly, bruh.
5,
Bruh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out. Nightmare quickly. Let's go. Are we done with the Vitas?
No.
One more. That was the last one, right?
Yeah.
Moving boss. So you guys that just did the Vita, you can go closer to Moon. Pretty much stacked now. First
Okay.
nightmare needs to be on spread out, by the way.
Keeping a bit on Harry.
Okay, that's so getting it towards the wall.
Innovate and Diaz bot.
Not
Oh,
enough
we
damage
didn't
for the
kill you.
Vita.
People went balls a little bit too hot.
All the range on the Vita, guys. All the range.
I've got stone.
Yeah, I'd beat them to nightmare, so like,
Yeah, we moved too soon anyways.
it was a bit shitty for me at that point.
We should have waited and let the nightmare hit and then move. Otherwise we're gonna have to deal with both at the same time.
66, okay.
Bam. Dropped frames. A poor network connection. Oh dear.
Yeah, Warcraft Classics send me back down again. Doesn't take any new things right now. No upside, man. Fucking hell, I even have premium on that bullshit and I still fuck up.
Oh.
Don't take premium. Problem solved.
Ugh, I know, man, but then it even takes longer to upload the logs. If you're live logging, you need premium.
How much does it cost?
It's through Patreon, I think 5.99.
Nothing.
It's not. Yeah, no. Same with Walker, raid bots. Swimming, 5.99, I think.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's put out the nightmare smash. Spready spritz. Deal with nightmare. Somebody's not moving. Deal with Vita.
Someone else? Yeah.
Take a skull. Finish terror off. So we're gonna wait until the nightmare hits. You guys focus Vita. Spread out.
You're supposed to do the mark on the other side, by the way.
Stack for the void collapse.
I'm coming.
Towards. Why you guys need towards the thing? Towards the edge. More DPS than the hunter, by the way. Really need to know that shit. And nobody's soaked, I think.
Silenced.
Yeah, like the DPS of the void hunter is just not happening. Thing needs to die so quickly.
I haven't got a soul stone, by the way.
Yeah, the thing with the big orb is though, like people with immunity just have to use them, and if they don't have immunity.
No, you want to save
How do
your
you get
immunities.
silenced?
You want to save your immunities.
Just for the record, in the
I got a
second
soul stone, by the way.
set of
Yeah.
okay, the second set of orbs, we do the nightmare on the left side or on the right side, because we did it on the left side now.
Well,
Doesn't
we
matter.
told you,
Eclipse
on
to the wall
purple.
is the closest guy either way. Serious. It's actually the closest guy that gets it, and it's called out by the weak aura. So even if you stand on skull, it's still gonna clip to the wall to the people that are closest. It will call out you're next on nightmare. You just get closest to the
Yeah, I
nightmare.
know, I did it like that, but like I wanted to pre-position myself, you know, so I'm not like.
Purple is for nightmare, like I said
No,
in the
no.
beginning.
Tef, it's not about that second phase where the what's it called? Yeah, the nightmare, the big circle, right? The big
Yeah,
the
it's on
yellow.
purple. Over here.
Orange.
Yeah,
You
that's
guys
what
can-
I was confused because we were doing it to the left.
It's too
Yeah, I
far,
thought we were
man.
doing on purple, but actually
No, it's fine.
It's gonna be too far because we're still stacking here, man. It's close to get. Yeah, okay, well, never mind.
I'm just telling you to stack there. That way you can still get DPSing, otherwise you're gonna keep running behind the fucking pillar for no reason. And when that Void Hunter spawns, like the moment the ad comes out of the purple, just switch to it immediately and burst the shit out of it. We really don't want to use immunities. We want to save those for when we get the third set of orbs, because we have Void and Vita at the same time, which means we cannot soak. Because if the ad does the cast and we're soaking for the Void thingy, it's pretty much gonna one-shot the raid. So we're just sacrificing people and just hope the fuck they still have their immunities. So you want to save the immunities until the third set of orbs. How much DPS? How much? I'll have a look. I don't think the ads have that
Done,
much
mate.
HP.
Looks like completely done again. So.
That's fine. So yeah, when the ad comes out of the void thing, out of the Vita thingy, nuke it. When it comes out of the void thingy, nuke it as well. We really need to get those ads down as fast as we can. Otherwise you're gonna have to deal with like 3 abilities at the same time, which is just annoying as shit.
2, 1.
Spell out for the roll. Deal with Nightmare. She doesn't come in as well. Copy that. All DPS should be on the feed I had now. All DPS on Stalker.
Run out with that and not through people.
Alright, focus feeder.
Activate on area, please.
Nobody spreads. Good shit.
I'm not gonna kill the Vita.
Well, no, I have the raiders there because you guys stacked. I'm moving the boss a little bit too soon.
I've got Soulstone, don't release.
Who said about like not running through it, people?
Ditto.
At that point.
Yeah,
oh,
the Red
the-
Inferno.
It's from
yeah.
the art, but that's not really a big thing.
And at that point, we don't really have that much room because Vita's still going on. So people crossing red and yellow, orange and yellow, are still gonna get zapped. So there's not a lot, not room. You just circle it around, and people just have to move for it.
Yeah, at
Yeah,
least
but
other
in
people
melee
can
they
look at it.
can't run into the boss and under the boss and under the ads where the tanks are standing. We can't really move.
It's not gonna kill us anyways. Let me do the progress.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Be ready for Nightmare. Spread out. Deal with Nightmare. Vita incoming. Deal with the Vita shit. DPS switch to the Stalker.
You saw what you did wrong, right?
I hope so.
Thanks.
What's up?
You went to the wrong
spread.
master.
Fuck yeah, I think I was supposed to go to Nipple.
Moving now.
Yeah, no problem. Just so you know what you did wrong.
It's away.
I've got Soulstone again.
Whoever went to Skull with that shit, it should have been on purple at that point, because we're swapping.
Let's go, all about.
Nightmare should be on purple at that point. If the boss moves, you move to purple if you have Nightmare. And PEX, the thing that you have to go to is above your head, and counting down.
Also on the left side you can see which marker it gives you, right?
Yep.
Okay. Slowly, slowly.
It's just about learning. That's it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like the first phase is not gonna be even that hard. The last one is actually more tricky.
So purple is for when they take the boss to that
Yeah.
side.
So I saw you have Nightmare last, right? Just before you died, you had a big circle around you.
Yeah, went to scope.
Yeah, that's when you go to purple.
Okay.
On second set of orbs.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a reason why we do that, but I'll let you figure it out.
I know, man.
Why?
Because you don't want to do it like they do it on the video.
No, because that way when the purple ad spawns, you guys can automatically start DPSing it. Because you get the nightmare before you get the void. So you guys should be ready in position for when the ad comes out of
Here
void.
is just basically more room so people can navigate it better. That's why it's usually done like that.
Fuck that.
Because most of the range gonna be spreading around here-ish, where I'm standing right now.
Well, at least we're getting through the first set decently.
3, 2, 1.
Spread out. Nightmare. Vita incoming, so get ready for the Vita shit as well. I'll DPS switch to Stalker. When the Stalker dies, switch to the Terror.
Getting a bit on Ariane, please.
Spread out.
Sorry, Pax, I killed you.
Yeah, man.
Sorry. I was looking, turning around.
Why are we slacking with the Vita so much? Fuck's
I
sake.
killed Pax.
Sorry about the nightmare. Not too far in the back.
You should have gone to purple.
What did he go?
I couldn't reach it in time, even if I was Sonic the Hedgehog.
Bro, I tried to get out of like your face, but I was slowed by my corruption as well.
I totally didn't look at you, sorry man.
It's all good.
I just turned for the Vita, that's why I was already focusing to nuke.
I've got Soulstone.
Tusk.
Yeah, it happens. There's just a lot of shit going
I was
on.
coming
so-
back from Star because I was soaking and just basically stood on you, sorry.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, this is definitely the toughest.
But the Vita is going really good now, just saying.
Just saying, like, if we go into second phase, I don't want to see people stand near green or anything. Just stay at your max range so you can hit the orb, but also in time if you have to go purple, like, 'cause that's really important as well. Because like this area was flooded with like 3-4 ranged DPS that if they would have gotten a nightmare, they would have never made it in time for the purple marker.
Yeah, I didn't. I basically went behind the stairs, just up from green, rather than run through you guys. It's just I don't know if that's a bad call or not, or what.
Yeah, Maria, I understand what you're saying. We are positive. We're just correcting little issues that we have right now, so we can progress further. Might as well correct them now instead of later.
Yeah, it's really positive, trust me man. We could be already pissed, but...
I'm pissed.
It's Ra-den. Okay.
Teth, you were
Ra-den.
born pissed, let's face it.
He came out the piss hole, not the fucking uterus.
He wasn't
little
even
bit of
born, he
pee-pee.
just got pissed out.
Okay, guys, let's kill it.
The void or the nightmare one?
Wait, in second phase,
Nightmare at the moment.
op one or first one?
Second one.
Neither of those is the nightmare. The big circle.
It's gonna be the void Teth, because the melees need to rotate it properly.
Yeah, but we didn't get to that properly this time.
No, like in the second set of ads, we getting void and we getting nightmare, and melees have to deal with void at some point, and we have to deal with nightmare. The range. I think Teth is asking about that. No, no.
5,
Fuck it.
4,
Maybe serious, maybe.
2, 1.
We'll try something else. That's pretty.
Froggy. Froggy AFK. Okay. Running.
Ah, shit.
Switch to stopper.
Oh. I got killed by Peter.
Yeah, so I fucked you up at the beginning.
It was a mage that fucked it up.
First
was
of all,
on
I was Froggy AFKing in the entrance.
Why is Buffus like all the way over here?
I was on the right spot, mate.
No, it's that nipple swapped it last time because one of the guys got clipped by the nightmare.
I've got soulstone.
Alright, perfect.
Oh, I see it come up, back up spot man, nightmare spot 1.
Yeah, one of the DPS melee wasn't in place for the void, nightmare orb, so it got onto the guy that had Vita, and then and then people just to see the new markers because Seal had a nipple and was standing on star, I think. Am I right, Seal?
No, I had Star on me. Both of
Oh.
us with Vita had a nipple on us.
I saw the mage port last minute when I got to the marker I had to be on, which was star. This thing, it swaps constantly, guys. If a guy gets clipped by a nightmare, you have to re-watch your thing to know exactly where you have to be. This is a very dynamical fight.
Yeah, you can't have Nightmare and Vita on your you at the same time, can you?
Yeah, I've been unlucky with that one.
But that's most
So
of
what
it's
do you
pure
do then?
RNG. Yeah, most of
Yeah.
it is pure RNG because mostly it happens.
What you do? Well,
Like
you
mostly
bend
it's
over
pure
and you just
RNG.
fasten.
No, not really. No. Mostly it's pure RNG because you either get Void or you get Vita, or Nightmare or Vita. But if, for example, a guy on, like what happened now, a guy was standing on Skull with Nightmare, and a guy was standing on Vita with Lightning, but there wasn't a guy closer than the guy on Nipple, so he got both at the same time. That's what happened. So there's always have to be a melee close to the Nightmare or to take it. The closer you are, the more chance you have to take it. So that didn't happen.
Yeah, that's what the teams are for.
Exactly.
Need to practice stage 2. Chop.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out.
Shit, I'm slowed. Thank you.
Should I come in or check? Switch the skull. Full skull, I want to move. Focus Vita range. Get ready for nightmares for that. Let's just say spread out.
It's on the wrong side.
The skull remove.
There's the nightmare at on people.
Get in a veterinary, please.
The hunter needs to die, guys. You really need to swap the room.
Too many ads. Nightmare, we should supposed to be yes.
Yes,
No.
it's supposed to be good. Nightmare.
Kill it. No, it sucked.
No, all my beautiful Academy Panakayan.
Combat rescue.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
I've got souls down.
Are we lacking damage DPS or what's happening?
The problem is that we lose too many people. Like when we, like the reason I moved the boss sooner than before is I want to try letting the void hit it first instead of the nightmare one. That gives you guys a lot more time to move towards purple. I think the problem is that we just lost a couple of people because when the nightmare hits we lost like 2 people because you keep stacking. You're not supposed to stack until the nightmare hits the balls as well. Like when the moment the ad spawns, you kind of need to start stacking so you can spread the damage. Because like I said, if you use all your immunities on the second set, you're not gonna get it on the third set, and on the third set we can't really soak because the ads are gonna be up. Which is the problem, because we have a Void Hunter and we have the Vita thingy up as well, and actually the Vita is slightly less more important than the Hunter. So the problem is that we're DPSing the boss very nicely, but we're kind of neglecting the ads, and the ads are kind of what we should be killing.
Yeah, this is an ad fight, it's not a boss fight until phase 3, where it goes into this little bullshit.
Like the...
There's only 2 phases.
Yeah, but... Yeah, but you know what I mean, when he goes into the purple where, you know... That's where you have to start
Does
looking
someone
for-
have a repair bot? My bow's about to break.
Yes, I do. I was tanking the first set of ads.
I think it was Ditto, I think.
So when you started moving the boss towards square, why the other tank started moving in the opposite direction? We needed
Since
to finish
the orb
the...
were about to hit me in the boss, I moved the other way to the orb so the range could cleave off it also.
Like the Nightmare Rad is not really that important. Like you just don't want 2 of them up at the same time. So technically, it can die from just cleaving, but you know, we're not really much cleave.
So you say that melee shouldn't finish the nightmare ads and move with the boss?
No, like the Vita ad needs to be a single target and just like burst the shit out of it, and then the other one you can just cleave on the boss. So you're still single targeting, but you have more cleave abilities, if so to speak.
They mean
let
when
me rephrase
you
it.
started moving,
Yes.
I went for the orb with the ad instead
Yeah,
of following you.
It doesn't matter, like as long as we kill it before the next one spawns, we're good. But like the other ads, they need to die instantly, like as fast as we can. We can't afford to have like the the Vita the Void that up for like a long time. That's why the third orb set is a pain in the ass, because you have the Void and the Vita one, and we have to kill the Void one super quickly. So that we don't have to stack with the fucking shit, because we can't stack. Am I making like any sense? Do you guys know how the ads work, or?
Yeah.
Okay, just to be safe. So in the beginning you get a Nightmare ad and you get a Vita ad. So this is the blue ad from over here, and you get the Nightmare ad. The Nightmare ad is just fire that you just kite around. The reason why we need to kill the Vita ad is because that's the reason why we can't stack that and the Nightmare Orb. The moment we kill the Vita ad, we can stack after the Nightmare Orb hits again. I feel like I'm making this more complicated than it is. Basically, when I mark something with a skull, just instantly kill it. There you go. Easy mod. The problem that we have to do is the second set of orbs. The moment the Void Hunter comes, like, start nuking it immediately. We cannot have that thing going off.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So Nightmare Orb incoming, so you spread now. Make some room for boys. There you go. Alright, good. Do that. Now you just everybody switches to the Stalker. The Stalker, not the Terror. Good job. And you later. DPS they don't 1 minute. Alright, start moving the boss towards blue. Now start moving towards blue. Can you do it any slower?
Yeah, if you taunt, it would be easier. I don't need to use every single cooldown.
Pegasus down.
Don't DPS the other one, Lita. Just ignore it. It was melee hitting you in the face.
Yeah, but I'm using Breath of Sindardosa. I'm hitting all of them. I cannot hit only one ad. I'm hitting both ads and both.
Yeah, but the other ad wasn't even there yet. That's why you died, because I was trying to get the other ad.
Yeah, but I was having my target on the both, not on the ad.
Alright, just chill until both ads are there. I only have one taunt, dude.
Okay.
I mean, I could technically get the statue, to be fair.
Do you need to summon you, Tiff? Did you release?
Maybe. I need to spare anyways.
Magic Wardrobe for Tiffy?
I have many wares.
Are we gonna use cauldrons tonight or personal
used one.
tasks? Okay.
Ready up twin.
Croaky spam.
There's the weakauras that can help.
Yeah.
Do I actually even need the weak aura from Ra-den?
What do you mean? Which one do?
The one you linked.
No, tanks
Oh, I don't. Yeah, the other sign. I don't need that one, right?
Yeah, you'll never be doing that. You might get it assigned. You might get Vita at random, but I don't think you do.
It's just for the 2-second spread.
Yeah, I don't need it.
That we get, but
Get rid of that piece of crap. Come on, man, where's my summon, man?
We've
Shit.
just been trying to summon you for ages, but just Jesus Christ, man.
God damn it.
Shouldn't have released in the first place, should you? Because Jeeves here. Yeah, but there's Jeeves here.
Your panda is too fat to fit through the portal.
Yeah.
So it's your mom, man.
Wow. Your mum
Thug life.
jokes.
I know my mom is fat. You don't have to tell me.
Wow.
Good eye.
Only took an hour for the mum jokes to start. Okay.
Bomba slag.
Bombastic.
5, 4,
Ah, we can do this, boys.
2, 1.
For the hordes. Nice spread. Deal with nightmare. Get rid of Vita. There's a new spot. I'll take it, I'll take it, I'll take it. Spread out.
Innovate on area, please.
Goes on skull, everybody. Just a big and boss.
Ada. Ada, go in.
Eat the soak. You fucked up.
I'm gonna die. I've got so.
Is it actually telling people that they're supposed to soak the shit on the floor?
Yes, it's pulling it out perfectly, man. Every fucking time.
Before just derping.
Yep. Every time perfectly. Vita, circle, everything, man.
So is this easier having the void first? Because I guess you
No.
time. I guess you guys have more time to move towards purple instead of doing.
I just got an overlap with the nightmare, like the AOE spread burst and soaking at the same time, and just no way I can survive that. So if that happens, somebody's dead.
Yeah, I saw that it's a bit RNG. I didn't have a Serenity of cooldown to save you either.
Wait, what happened? The soaking and the thing you have at the same time.
Yeah, he got the unstable nightmare, and plus he had the thingy.
Because when we were already soaking the void orbs and the nightmare orb hits, and we do get the unleashed nightmare AOE, it can just get somebody killed if you don't have any immune.
Oh, that's easily solved. Wait, but you only get that when the Void Hunter spawns, right? What is he talking about?
No, the void orb soaking the purple shit on the floor. You face to the floor, the face to the wall, and when the nightmare orb hit, and you get the spreading AOE, and when that hits at the same time, it's just death. So what I'm saying is that it's more controlled when the nightmare hits first, and we get the AOE before we start doing the soaking.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Basically what he's telling you is move the blue
Yeah,
orb.
I know what it means.
Move the blue marker. That's what he's basically saying.
Because the nightmare, when the nightmare orb hits, it's raid wide damage.
If you stand it here, then obviously you're gonna have the void before the nightmare, and that will be more. Apparently.
So void before nightmare is harder than nightmare before void.
No, it's nightmare before void that fucked it up. I think.
Oh, we didn't soak nightmare there.
Then what was the issue? As far as I
I
understand.
moved the boss to blue so we can get void first, and then nightmare hit.
How many people need to soak the void?
Just one person. The
Extra?
debuff or the shit on the floor?
Yeah, the circle around the guy. Big circle.
Yeah, with the funnel on the top.
Preferably if range, so all the range. If it's melee, all the melee and the tanks.
Yeah, it's 5 orbs that need to be done each time.
Kind of want to see if you're what?
We were lucky because Seal got it and he used his mitigation, but overall we should stack if someone who has no.
Yeah, you should
immunity.
stack because you need the mitigation for the last bits. Well, your immunity is not mitigation. Okay, let me try something else. Maybe we should delay it a little bit.
Shit is fucking overlapping this. Overlap sometimes.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Spread out. Do nightmare, get rid of Vida. Get rid of Vida. What's going on?
Yeah, it's not bad. I didn't fair enough. I walked forward.
Get in a veterinary, Annie.
Nightmare incoming, spread out. Das ist einen Vibe.
Nein, doch. Eine Wipe.
Ich habe einen Debuff.
Wo sind die Hüden denn?
Was du redest?
Someone forgot his nice.
Is it like too clusterfucky? Because I see people still kind of don't get it if they're after an hour.
It depends. Like where I died, like there were 3 people standing behind me, so I couldn't kite the fucking nightmare, and then it was my mistake to kite it forward, and I got hit by the lightning from the Vida.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
I had a thingy that came up with cross, but where do I go if I get cross?
Still on purple.
Still on purple, okay.
Well, first phase goals.
You shouldn't be getting. Oh, I know where it is.
If assists have it, just don't have the assistants, man.
Yeah, you guys are still all assistants.
But then Ditto has to turn over as well. Because he's assistant, probably main tank, so he has to turn it off in DPM. Okay.
He doesn't. It's just me.
Okay.
Wow, that's a huge bar. Craigie said this is another one you get show a sound and a bar, and I just looked at the bar and it's just like almost the same size as my screen is.
Well, at least you'll be able to see it, I guess.
I know, I'm not gonna miss it.
I mean, you can change it.
That's okay, I'll sort it out after the raid. Thank you though.
It's very weird. It's gonna do only the horn sound if you don't get the Red Inferno, but you stand
Yep.
in it.
Yep. I'd rather have
And
something
if you,
that helps.
if you get it, it also shows the bar.
Nice talk.
It's very weird. It's gonna do only the horn sound if you don't get the Red Inferno, but you stand in it.
Nice talk.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get out. Finish. Stop. Split. Get ready for this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's alright.
I don't think I fucked up now.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, I've got Soulstone.
Stick up, boys. Get that chain lightning.
It's pretty hard to kill yourself in this boss, though.
Not really.
I think the chain.
Oh wait, no. Let me get. Yeah.
Oh, this is
I'm trying to kill myself, but it's like nobody wants to kill me. Kill me!
This is gonna be all,
No.
all over again, isn't it?
No.
I have to because I got Soulstone.
No.
Sorry.
I feel like this is gonna be Orgazoa all over again. We're gonna have
Orgazoa's
to wait
fine, man.
until
There was nothing
everybody
wrong with
fucks up like
Orgazoa.
7 times before they get it.
There's nothing wrong with Orgazoa, man.
Eh.
At some point, just bosses picking up difficulty, man. Like, something you have to understand as well. Like, jeez, man.
Orgizoa? Which one was
Demon Hunter would help a bit with the
Squid,
damage.
squid boss ETP.
I think that's probably the hardest boss we have in this dungeon as far as we got. Like, the only thing harder than this is probably Ilganaut and Nizot.
Bro,
Oh,
Carapace
wait.
is
Carapace
is
is
a
fucking
nightmare.
it's a piss
But
of
at
a
least, yeah, but at least you have a warlock now. The gate is really gonna help.
Yeah, exactly. It's a piss of, man. Where's your logo? What the fuck, man?
Yeah, man.
Jesus.
Promise me a logo, man. It's
Yeah, just find a picture of a dumpster.
I'm not done with my.
It's not a mama joke ready, but I'm gonna do it.
Logitech.
Logitech. You like?
You like what you have.
Frat Panzer of stream.
Yeah, let's keep about there.
Why do I keep fucking using fucking
Typical tablet.
spread out social distance. Deal with nightmare, please.
I'm trying to, but I slowpoke. I keep getting whacked in the face by it.
Focus the skull. What DPS in skull?
Oh.
Stop moving now.
Can I put an Ariani, please?
Correct. Oh, that was close. All the kills on Void Hunter.
Soak.
Can towards the wall, boys. And they all of them already. Get that Void Hunter before he does another cast. Focus Terror.
Nightmare.
Focus Nightmare, guys.
Yeah, soaked you up. But, oh, it killed him.
Did you soak Nightmare?
No.
No, I soaked the purple. No,
I died. Shit. I need somebody on one. Okay, so when we get here again, basically priority is Void, then Stalker.
I got Soulstone by the way, guys.
The faster we kill the Hunter, the better it's gonna be for us, so we don't have to deal with that stupid soak mechanic. And then we finish off the Stalker so we can get our damage under control.
So basically we should be saving CDs for this moment.
Pretty much, yeah.
DPS CDs.
Problem is we can't stack with both of them up, so we kinda need to either immune it or just sacrifice people. But if we push it, you shouldn't get more than 1 or 2 casts off. Preferably 1 cast.
Yeah,
what I
we
was
got
doing, like kiting him, that's kind of what we want to avoid, you know, so, because it's really a pain in the ass.
Bot is up.
So that means 18.7. Yeah, we're probably gonna get a fort set. Don't know how painful that's gonna be.
yeah, no, it's not doable, Def. You can't do a full set.
Damage is too low.
Yeah, if I had locks I could look at it, but...
Demon Hunter. Rip.
So what is the reason we don't want to reach the 4th set? I mean, outside of obvious fight length, like mana
Probably your
depleted.
healers are gonna be out of mana by that point. It's kind of why you 3 heal it, so you can push it before you get the 4th one, or before you give the 5th one. Or we're most likely gonna get the 4th one, unless we ignore the crackling one. I mean, we can theoretically ignore it and just get the Void Hunter and then just pop CDs and nuke the boss and hope we can get him to like 44-ish. And then we just basically just kite them around the room.
Yeah, it's still a positioning issue as well though. Like, people need to start stacking up again for the healers after we get the Nightmare. Nightmare then stack, Nightmare stack. That's what you have to do. Spread for Nightmare, stack again. Every time, because now the healers are having to like spread cast all the fucking time when they could just use AoE heals.
Also, I mean, we reached 458. I'm pretty sure half the raid was already dead. So.
Yeah.
We had 2 deaths before 2 minutes. What was it? 3 minutes that you want to go to stage 2, Ari?
3:05.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen.
I know, but I can revisit the timers when I just get more logs. The further we get, the more I revisit the timers. Basically, what I'm doing is we wanted to use SLT on the 4th beta, but because we're not hard stacked as ranged, it's hard for Beazle to drop it. So I'm going to make him use it on the first orb on the melee, which should help with healing, and then I'll just hold on my him and use it later. But I just have to swap the heals a bit if we're not going to hard stack. But I don't know if we can spread fast enough.
If you want to beat the 4th set, we're most likely gonna need Ventus.
Yeah, obviously, but also just give it 2 weeks till people get their best corruption from the store.
Yeah, I mean, we're improving all the time and it's getting smoother. I just think this one is going to be a hard fight because it's pretty tactical and it requires a lot of paying attention and DPSing, and it's quite a lot compared to the other bosses. That is.
Shouty shout.
I like how you do the timing first and only then you do it.
Yeah, I have too much faith in you guys. Sorry.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ready? Spread out. Toss some more.
I can take Nightmare.
Fake, you should soak. Fake.
Alright, switch to crackling.
Innovate on Ariane, please.
Yeah, we just lost our entire melee group.
Melee is fucking up. We got two orbs who don't move. We had two casts going out there.
Baked in the.
What?
Didn't you see the chat above your head with X?
No.
Big says.
Stable Nightmare,
cross
Stable Nightmare.
I have the chat bubbles disabled.
Yeah, then enable it.
Or just look at the weakauras.
Yeah, that's actually someone. No, like literally just use the chat bubbles as well, guys. It's so fucking easy. Just look at your character. You see whatever you have to go on top of your head. Like
Chat bubbles for life.
I find the chat bubbles actually really helpful because on certain weakauras your character will actually yell.
yeah,
And
exactly.
you'll see it on, and you'll see I've got like a certain debuff, and then you know to move away from me and stuff like that. So I know it doesn't make the game experience very clean, but it is really, really helpful in raids. Specifically, just enable it when we're raiding.
Yeah, that's what we used in our kill as well at first. We had to have the chat bubbles.
Yeah.
Makes it a bit more cluttery, but
Yeah, that's why I said it doesn't. It's not very clean, but
pretty useful though.
very useful.
Still.
Yeah, sure was. You can kill me any day, buddy. Come on.
Five, 4,
15 minutes to go.
2, 1.
Spread out. Good.
Don't drop SOT yet, Vic. Okay, drop it now.
No.
What the hell is he going? It's another one.
Quell, if you're moving.
The fuck was that, man?
Don't go.
He got both. He got Vita and Nightmare.
Wipe it quickly.
Right, a mo wrong,
I'm gonna kill everybody.
Yeah, but he got Nightmare because he was
he
swinging
ran too
by the
close.
Nightmare.
Yeah, also first Vita, always star. That's the exact reason why we always put it on star first. Far away from the Nightmare. So then you can't get the overlap, because then by then the melee is in position, and you can't just overlap anymore. Because they fuck up, but yeah. Always star, man. Always. If you're the first one, star. If you don't have chat boxes enabled, it will tell you. If you do, it will tell you above your head which mark you have to go to. So please, if you don't have chat boxes, enable them. Yeah, it's okay, Phil. It happens.
Again!
What?
You don't accept the res, so I try and res you again, and then just as my res goes off, you bloody really fucking accept the first one. It's like how to annoy Ari in 10 easy steps.
Not like I need 10 steps to annoy her.
This is true, dear. Your existence annoys me.
I do kind of enjoy the panic in Quell, where he's just like, you know, it was beautiful.
Entertainment.
Well, at least they realized at some point he was not at the right spot, you know?
Just like her leaping all over the place, turtling.
No, he was like, ooh, disengage, disengage, disengage.
We can talk about Quell, but we can talk also about the ads which are running like headless chicken in the range DPS because someone's not donking, you know?
What we could do is also like we have a rogue and 3 hunters, just disengage.
Oh, it's almost like Tef puts his stature down. Oh.
Wait, but who's
One
taking the
buck-
ads though? Like, if there's one guy always taking the ads, right?
If I pull and I have the balls, I take the ads pretty much.
Yeah, but I can't switch my focus if you know what I mean. If you want me to misdirect them to you, I can,
No,
but then
it's
it always
fine.
has to be you.
That's fine. Like the statue will pick them up first. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'll still disengage on you then, even if it's on Ditto that has supposed to have them, you can take aggro afterwards, so.
Like if I pull, I should be on the ads pretty much all the time, I think.
Okay. Sorry for interrupting, Cyrus.
No problem, man. I just want to kill.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's do that. Do the nightmare.
Drop LT. Perfect.
That's incoming soon. Let's go.
And a bow and arrow, please.
Start moving the boss. Move the boss blue. Spread out.
Corruption slowly.
God.
Let's go.
200 is on blow.
Focus Scarface. Towards the wall, man. Supposed to save your immunity, boy. I no boss. Take boss to purple gate. Oh, shut up. No. Too busy with TS.
Soak.
Ditto, no accept, no.
Ah, the DPS on the nightmare. Are people actually switching to the nightmare one, or you guys just keep DPS
We
on the
lost
wolves?
2 DPS's range, so. And that's why I hunted.
Doesn't have that much HP, does it?
I'll tell you
9
right
million or
now,
something?
Teffy. I'll tell you right now.
6 and 9 million, I think it was. One of the two.
Pool 7. Let's see.
Which. Shouldn't take that one. Seeing that we're pretty much at the max distance that he has to travel. I think it's 9. Not 100% sure.
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds, I'm just checking something. Because this isn't right.
Then calm it out.
Yes, let me just quickly confirm it though. 1, 2.
Such a quick update, Arlekino still doesn't have a guild, so I just figure I'd keep you guys in the loop.
Okay. That's 1, that's 2. Okay, 3, 4. Okay. It's really weird that our top DPS like Gwyn and Foopslug right now on the last pull barely touched yet.
Void Hunter, Essence, Crackling Stock on that.
You know, I have the Havoc thing.
Yes,
On the
yes.
ad and the boss.
Yeah, but 500k, man. Like, this thing. Who is 9 wires? F?
What?
Just got a battle nut request from a guy named 9 wires.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
Sabrat.
yeah. Just I'll talk to you after, right? No worries.
He's the replacement hunter for Pax, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think the problem is a lot of people don't seem to know where the ads come from. So it might be a good idea that we call out a few seconds before the orbs come out so you guys know you need to switch to them. Because that's kind of more important than facepalming the ads.
Quickly checking. Just let me quickly check and I'll call out some names when I get through my checking. Just give me a minute. That's fine. That's good. Good.
Do you want to take a 5-minute break while Brian's doing this?
I don't think he's going to take 5 minutes.
No,
Okay.
no, I won't. Void, no. Shaska as well.
We'll take a break at 10.
So, Gwen, Foops, Shaska, Krogi. Unless he was dead already, but that's last pull as well. So, no, he wasn't. Yeah, no damage on the Void. Lita, yes. Well, yeah. Well, you were probably dead looking at your
See
logs.
people without flasks, so I'm just going to pop another pull in.
Buffets as well. Like, guys, swap means swaps, you know? Like, when the ads are up, all you have to do is kill the ads. Like, there's no reason to keep padding the boss for any reason whatsoever. You can cleave of it, but you don't. Your main target is the ads, not the boss at that point. No matter what situation, it's not gonna be the boss at that point. If the ads are up, your main target is the boss. Same with you, Foops. Like, if you, yeah, I know what you use, like the split thing for your damage.
Yeah,
But
I
then your
also
main
have
target.
the same, like, at the
Yeah, but at that point, your main target has to be the ad, not the boss.
when I have my Infernal up at the start, I do a shit ton of damage.
Yeah, I know, man. I've been looking at it, don't worry.
Not
So
about the first void because it's dying actually. It's about the second and the
Yeah, that's
third.
because you have Bloodlust up for the first one, you don't have it up for the second one, which means that DPS actually need to put in more effort killing the orbs because you won't have Bloodlust. Which means that on pull, It's okay that 1 or 2 people slack, because you still kill it, but you can't keep doing that. I mean, it's okay because we're on blue. The fucking void thing has to come all. No, the Vita thing has to come all the way from over here, all the way to blue. So you have like an immense amount of time. But not on the third set. Like the Nightmare one is a lot closer than the other ones. So you kind of have to push in more effort. Which means you kind of need to get ready a few seconds before that you know it's gonna come where the boss is now, so you can instantly swap to it. It should be good. Because you guys aren't doing shit anyways at that point. Because the melee group is still doing the voids, right?
Yeah. Wait.
Should be.
Because it's Nightmare, Void, Void, and then you guys do Vida, Void, Vida, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's just for this.
Yeah, for the void. So
Yeah.
the melee are doing the voids, because the void is the third set of orbs. The void will be hit first, which means the melee can do the void, but that means you guys need to focus hardcore on the Nightmare one. And then we're good.
Like literally, if as soon as the ads are up, the boss is not your priority target anymore. Even if you're cleaving or whatever, like it doesn't matter. Your priority target is always gonna be the ads.
Yes.
Like on Mythic, this is an ad fight, not a fucking boss fight. Until you get the last phase, obviously.
2, 1.
Spread out. I'll deal with the Nightmare.
Fake. No. Okay. Stay there. Yeah, bake. If you have to stand.
Wait for the pull to end, okay? Then we can talk.
Again, focus talk, guys. And if we repeat it half time. I'm not even gonna bother.
In about an area, please.
Spread. You guys can stack while we're doing this, by the way. Just saying. Then it's spread. You're just wasting your immunities. Focus Nightmare. Still.
It was close, but it wasn't enough. I think it was a bit late. There's people start swapping.
So, if you guys can please swap automatically, because I have to call this shit out like every single time. It's distracting as shit.
Yeah, like everyone should know what
It's
things
first
you have
set,
to
you see the Stalker, start nuking the Stalker. Second set, you see the Void Hunter, start nuking the Void Hunter. Third set, you see the Void Hunter, start nuking the Void Hunter, and then kill the Stalker. On the first set, you stay spread. Second set, after the Nightmare Orb hits the boss, you can stack. Because there's nothing that's gonna do AoE damage. And when we get the third set, again, you just need to spread when the ad comes. So you can stay stacked, but when the Stalker comes up, then you need to spread again. And then we're good. So the moment you guys can do that, please. Because otherwise my voice is gonna be all fucked up by the end of the evening. Right. Hey, me.
Can I get someone back? I need to repair. I'm not going to take a repair bot for it.
No, I can pop one. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let me know. I can make some more. Thank you.
Brian?
Yeah, buddy?
Brian Bear, you want a bear hug?
Yeah, I could use a bear hug, man.
Man, what about that other shadow priest? What was his name?
Endo,
Endo?
yeah, Endo, yeah.
Yeah, he's in.
That's good, okay.
Yeah, we got him. Like, he needs to watch a bit out for his tactics so he doesn't die to random shit, but his damage is pretty okay, yeah. It's just gonna be some work to get him through the tactics, I think. Because he's a bit lazy when it comes to that, but yeah.
How's his gear?
I have to check logs for that, man. But I think it was okay-ish, but like, I think it was 472, if I can remember correctly.
What are we talking about?
The Endos.
Oh, I
Endos
did great.
Priest. Endos,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, he did well. He was a bit. I think he was a bit nervous at the start on
Yeah.
Rathian and Mout, but he really did well towards the end. Got confident.
You guys
Yeah,
notice the
that's
break
good.
time arrived? Just saying.
Yeah, and like currently, I think it's too many hunters. So.
Yeah, you know about the 100 you told me about? Like, I kind of already slightly made up my mind about that. Like,
Bruh, I wanna go like on holiday, you know? A nice big long holiday.
yeah,
Endo's just the guy.
yeah, I know, but like, we can take our own. Like, I would rather have another Warlock or like, and then
Oh,
the Priest. Yeah, the one
yeah,
the one
yeah.
that Spring Force, yeah. Like, I already
I
said it
think
like
he's
when.
good.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
you,
I think he's good, but obviously I would if it was me, I wouldn't just, just take anybody. I would see what we need. So,
yeah, I
like I
already said
said
like,
the other time.
yeah, I already said it like to the officer team when you said you were gonna be leaving and taking, bringing forward another hunter. I was already
Pax
saying like,
living? Demote packs?
oh, fuck off. I was always saying like, listen, like we already have 4 hunters. Maybe it might be another better idea to find a shadow priest or a decent mage or a warlock, you know.
Sephiri as a hunter, she can do it.
Fuck that.
Professional.
Man, yeah, fire mage would be fucking good.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. That's what I mean. Like, I don't want to say no to your hunter because I don't know the guy, and I don't want to be open and like. But at the moment, I don't think.
Nah, we need mages and warlocks and
Yeah,
shit.
we have we
Yeah.
have like 3 hunters waiting in line to get in here. Like that we see in the rogue that are doing good, but we just don't have the room for them. So I
Yeah,
think
it's just really crazy how the guild has an unusual amount of hunters. It's just a lot. It's
I was
nice, but
no, Quell was the first. I was the second. Like, come on. No, but, yeah.
Isn't that because they are so easy to play?
Oh, is that who said that? Like, you and me
I
are gonna
Yeah.
have you and me are
also
gonna have
said,
a.
to be
Who's,
honest, bro, I'm so fucking itching to play my paladin again, and
yeah.
8.3, I was just like, I'm gonna make a new class, and I made a warrior. It was fun, and then I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna try a hunter. So this is legit like the first hunter I've properly played, and yeah, it's nice, but I just want to play my paladin in Shadowlands.
Okay,
To
be right
be
back, guys.
honest,
I need to take a piss. Okay, that's Buffers, right? Buffers, me and you are gonna have a
yeah,
chat after this trade.
Uh-oh.
don't think
No,
so.
no. Yes, we are.
Don't think so.
Oh, I think
I'm
we
gonna,
are.
I'm gonna be in bed already. So
Oh, that it's tomorrow, man. We're gonna have a little chat.
okay, tomorrow I'm here all day.
Okay, good, man. No, nothing bad, man. I
Buffers
just
G
want
quit
to see.
soon.
I just want to know his opinions. I just need to piss quickly before the
Oh
break
my
ends.
god, yeah, same. Be right back.
Not bother, we're still looking for a lot of warriors. Because
Well, Jack wants to play warrior, but I don't know if he's going to be pro. But he's playing arms at the moment and having fun with.
oh, he'll raid. No,
Mhm.
we'll force him to raid. Doesn't matter how much DPS he does. We just need to replace that Bollier guy, because fucking hell. I don't know if I can raid with somebody who drives a hybrid.
They're like vegans, only with cars.
Yeah, it's like make up your minds, you know. You want to drive electric? You want to drive gas? It's like fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, drive a potato.
Well, technically it is a potato. Break time is over. Time to get the bus.
There we go, boys. West side, bruv, west side.
Wait, what's wrong with Vauxhall and Opal?
A
Motherfuckers.
Vauxhall? Oh, fuck all, Harry.
You
No.
should see my car on the driveway. It's
No,
gorgeous.
no,
And you
it's
should
not.
see it
No.
is. Trust me.
Show me.
And it is.
Show us the car. Go outside, take a picture.
My favorite car, like of all time, is probably like a old Toyota Celicas. No, those
My
are fucking
favorite
great.
car of all time is Aston Martin DB5 or Austin Healey 3000
Yeah,
Mark
but I'm
III.
not talking expensive car,
Man,
love. I mean like an
bro.
affordable car, right? Like a good Toyota Celica. What is it? The '96. That's a fucking gorgeous car, man.
Man,
Ooh.
1960 Mustang is where it's at if you're talking about all time.
No, Hemi Cuda, thank you very much.
No.
Or
no.
Mustang, Corvette Stingray, fastback.
Fuck off, all of you. Come on.
Stingray is alright, but like
A-
60s, 68 Mustang.
A good old
just one.
Camaro, guys. Come on. Doesn't need to be Porsche.
The fuck is a
Or
car?
Mustang. Like, just good old Camaro. Or Panamera. Why not?
I was so pissed off. Like my dad had a Camaro and he sold it. I
I
think
would have killed
a
him, man.
couple years after I was
I would
born.
have killed him, man.
Yeah, he sold it a couple years before I was born. That was fucking depressing, not having to witness a Camaro in the family.
Probably had to sell it because of you, man. That's even worse. It's like, oh, I have a son now. I have to sell my car to make money.
No, he got a Mercedes, but fuck.
Oh, I hate when
Okay,
people
what
are like,
Mercedes? Tell me. Just tell me which Mercedes.
Bro, it's a long fucking time ago. At that time, I honestly, I'll have to look it up to be honest. I'll have to tell you, but it was
Any
like an
fucking
old.
E-Class is for fucking retards. You don't buy an E-Class.
It was, yeah, I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to. It was fucking old.
It's probably an E-Class.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
You're not my friend anymore, Pax. Good you're leaving at some point. We're not gonna get along anymore.
Matt, to be honest, I'm really excited to still watch, like, test stream. The other night when I wasn't raiding, it was just nice to watch you guys.
I know, right? It's good
I know.
content.
So I'll probably be still keeping up with the progress and all.
Hey man, whatever. Like some people just get burned out of World of Warcraft, man. It just happens. Like
Yeah.
there's always
Like,
gonna
to be honest, other than that, I'd also rather have another DPS that's more determined to kill the bosses, the future bosses, and like get shit done with the raid. Cause yeah, my motivation's just gone. I don't know, just
the mod packs now.
Can't be. Yeah, I'll
The mod
unleash
packs?
the beast mad packs in Shadowlands, the red paladin.
We're demodding him now.
No, we're not. We're not. Just give the man some time to figure shit out. Maybe next week is like, ooh, playing World of Warcraft, exciting. Yeah.
Nah, man.
I know,
Nah,
man.
he's got too much yeehaw going down.
Man, Red Dead Online is just so addictive.
It's not. It's fucking garbage. I hate it, man.
Ceres.
Fucking Red Dead.
Sorry, I'm here.
Hillbilly
I've
Pax
been
are showing up.
enjoying it.
Bro, last night a fucking hacker just spam killed me and Catherine. He had a fucking cattleman revolver, the shittiest fucking gun, and he was clipping through walls and shit.
Yep, shooting through hillsides and everything. And you just sit there like, all right then, okay. This
Oh,
is
that's
not
what
the
I mean.
yeehaw I signed up for.
Welcome to Redneck Olivia and Paxter.
Well, I
Just
was a redneck and he shot me in the neck enough. But it is
okay, let's go,
fun.
boys.
It is
Come on.
fun.
Come on, focus, guys. At least we want to make a lot more progress than this week.
No, where is AFK?
Okay.
Bro, you know it's
I'm not. I'm
perfect.
here.
Yeah, Catherine just chills in the camp. You know, is in charge of all the food.
Exactly
Fuck
what a woman
off,
should do.
man.
While
Suck my
while the
dick.
That's
while
because
the
it's a
man
woman.
goes out
Misogynistic
and
pig.
Wow.
Fuck
Oh,
off.
the wilder man. The wilder man. Oh, shit.
You're
He's
heading
hunting
for a
now, guys.
smack
Come on.
bottom.
Ooh, smack bottom. It's biting talk.
Spit out for nightmare.
Oh my god.
Don't want it.
Oh.
Tired of my GM being a troll.
Have full respect, guys.
Someone need to solve the nightmare.
I'll come. Okay, never mind then.
Okay, let's get started, please.
Someone else needs to? Yeah, okay. Oh no, I'm next on Vita, I can't. Nope. Oh no, move. Yeah, that was
Innovate on area, please.
Seal didn't move, I think.
I did.
Oh, because it didn't get to me.
I'll start taking him to blue.
Which is my bad. I didn't stand on skull directly.
Alright, get ready for the vault. Focus Vita now. Spread out.
Can be close one, guys. Push it. No.
Wow, that's not even close.
No. It is. Actually, it was 14%.
Can we just like please stop losing people?
I
I'm
can
like
erase.
literally the first set of orbs. It's like really getting us nowhere. Don't suck it. Just chill out, don't panic, just do the orbs as normal.
What's this BAM for? When does it trigger?
Which one? Sorry?
The BAM sound.
It's when you get night. Probably it's when you get.
No, it means you have to go to star or other stuff.
Yeah, it's when you're back up, basically.
It's when you're the next one.
Would it make some noise?
It goes
Yeah.
bam.
Okay. It's pretty annoying.
Yeah, it's a fucking annoying. Yeah.
Just saying, change it to the moan thingy. I like that.
You can change that sound to something you like. I'll tell you how to do after if you want me to.
Third concerto of
okay.
Beethoven.
So Ariane, the Shadow Priest, was he not available tonight, or?
I think it's wanted to keep the team largely to the same as what we had before. We needed more melee.
Right. Okay.
I'm not. It was Ceres's call tonight.
All right. Yeah.
Let's look at the people we know.
Replace packs with nice Shadow Priest.
Wow.
Yeah, Shadow.
The mud packs then.
Why are you so in love with the Shadow Priest, man? Is the female again or what? Because I don't really get
Probably.
them. I don't get the
Yeah.
hammer.
It's not a female.
Damn it, okay, I'm not interested anymore. Then.
Just don't really get the like whole angle of. He's
We'll just skip
okay.
packs
I'm
then.
not saying he's bad, but he's.
I've watched a lot of videos where on this boss they stack Shadow Priests and Warlocks. They have like 2 or 3 Shadow Priests, 2 or 3 Warlocks.
Damn it.
I guess it's for the multi-dotting. I don't know.
Isn't that because of the same thing as in Court of Star, no, Queen's Court? Like you do more damage if you get the other thingy on this percentage thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thingy. Let's see if we can stop losing people. Be great, thank you. I should have swapped my trinket actually.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I cannot hit the boss at all. Someone need to take my spot on Nightmare.
Who's next? Someone? Ah, they got it.
What's that?
Get in a bit on area, please.
Possible. Alright, Void's gonna hit. Now like you ready? I'll take this one. I'll spread out. Oh, where you going with this? Oh, mocker boy.
Would you mind taunting?
Yes, I would. I'm trying to see what the fuck these guys are doing. So switch the ads. The ad in the back is killing my team, by the way. I'll kill the hunter now. Terror. Alright, orbs incoming. Switch to nightmare. I'm gonna help him out with the nightmare. Go, 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 boys. Very good, very good, very good, very good. You're going a little bit too far now. Take him back over here.
Not on me.
Guys, you're supposed to soak. Finish Void Hunter.
Get a binary, please.
Finish Stalker. Percentage is above that.
Short, we should not get this.
Void. Spread out. Now you want to kill the Void again. Kill Void, kill Void, kill Void, kill Void.
Get Beazle up.
Nope.
Okay, it's
Short, but a lot better already, guys. I see a lot
got
more
souls
focus from
down.
the end, so...
Short 10% on boss.
Yeah. This is serious. Like, everyone's gonna need their best corruption for this shit either way.
Still people
So-
fucking up. You're still going to the wrong markers.
We were still losing. We already had 4 people short either way.
Like,
Four
Nightmare
people
on the
short.
second should be on purple, not like just wherever the fuck you please.
Like when, like I think what you say, 10% is a lot, but if people actually work for their best corruption and know how to play with it, you can get at least like 61 corruption if you really know how to do it.
Augment
And it's
wounds,
pretty
everybody
fucking easy,
alive.
yeah.
And we can do
Exactly.
it before the 4th set. Even then, like...
I think if we would have focused on Void straight away and everyone would be alive, we would have just killed it and we would just reset where we were from the beginning. And then you just do the same rotation again without hitting the boss too much, so we don't go into the last phase without with the heads up. And if we do
Also,
that, then it's doable.
It's not that big a deal if we do get the 4th set. And I know people want to skip it, but it's not that big of a deal if we get it. We just have to deal with the same shit we've been dealing in on pull. It's really not that big of a deal. Plus, if we really hurry, we can push the balls before the ads probably spawn.
Isn't like I'm just gonna min-max this thing like in my head, right? Wouldn't it be better to pop Bloodlust than in the last orbs before Ra-den
Also,
goes down?
Ceres, can you stop talking about the melee, dude? Like, these guys have to do a shit ton of mechanics, man.
Oh, we don't have to do anything, right?
Oh, but you
Can I
keep
just say why Bloodlust is done at the
No,
start?
let me finish.
I know,
First of all,
right,
you guys can do the Vida and you can keep DPSing. You can do the Nightmare and keep DPSing.
And we
These
still
guys,
have to do Nightmare as well.
I know, but you can keep DPSing. But these guys have to do the Nightmare and they have to do also the fucking thing here as well, the soaking.
But they can do the Nightmare and the Soaking and still keep DPSing as well.
I know. It's not
Yeah,
easy for
okay,
you
man,
boys.
whatever.
Just come down, Ceres. Like, we'll talk about it later, man.
Positivity, people,
Yeah,
please. Thank you very
exactly.
much.
Please, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's the point. I don't fucking talk through it on voice comm, but Tef clearly wants to talk it through, so we talk it through.
We'll talk it through later, man. Come on, just leave it now. Just keep positive. There was a big improvement to what we did before, so keep it up, guys. Come on.
Everybody's got to get
Can
comfortable with the
we
move.
can we please stop with this? What's the word called?
Positivity? Yeah, we can.
No, not
okay.
positivity. Like when you really start getting focused on something.
Tunnel vision.
No, not tunnel vision.
Ooh, Difficult
Like,
world.
if you really, really, really want something, what's that called again?
Obsessed.
Yeah, can we stop being obsessed about this beat the first set of warps? It's not gonna happen, man. Like, just stop pretending it's gonna happen. Even if it happens, it's cool. If it doesn't happen, it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, the Terminator. If we get the 4th set of warps, yes, it's not ideal, but you know, it's not that hard to deal with.
And but what's most important at the moment is people get comfortable with the movement, they get comfortable with a weak aura, they
Yeah,
get
exactly.
comfortable with positioning, and that's all going to come. And then the DPS will come in time once people have got the confidence in that. So it's not going to happen overnight or on one raid.
Exactly, and if we have a 4th set of orbs, the only thing we have to keep in mind is ads first before the boss drops below 40, and then we're fine. If the ads are down before the boss transitions, we have no fucking issues at all. So just do what you have to. If you have a 4 set of orbs, it's the same as the first one. Just do your Vita, do your Nightmare, and we're fine. And then we drop the boss below 40 at the right point, and then we're fine. Like, there's nothing else to do then. There's just nuke the boss and do the mechanics at that point.
Indeed. Alright, what was that gonna do? I mean, I could probably help by ducking this thing.
Repex, just give me a second. Oh, can't fucking see it, man. Yeah, sure.
Tempted to give him more corruption, but
Legit.
He's on chain, man.
Yeah. Usually just use it for arenas.
Yeah, it's good to chase people because of 8% extra movement, and especially really good for the orbs as well.
The fucking what's it called? Soul Rend or whatever. The healing debuff.
Yeah.
no, if you flew by the way, buff.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why do I keep popping my stupid thing? Nice bird. Now. Deal with the nightmare shit. Go through the shit. So,
Yep. Guy before me popped in the raid. Don't know who it was. I'll just check.
no, I just got
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I was closest to it, but it popped inside the raid, so it was. I'll check in the logs just now.
I've got a soulstone.
Unleash
nice
Twitter,
one.
unleash Twitter, unleash Twitter.
Was it you, Gwen, or probably not?
I don't know. He said grey, so doesn't that mean he's done it properly?
Yeah,
That
that
can
or
also
properly.
make you die.
Yeah, exactly, that or properly. So I think
Oh right, okay.
I'll just check in logs quickly after the boss dies. It was the first out of the group, so it should be pretty easy to find out.
It doesn't matter. Well, at least we got a combat res every time.
Yeah, this last one, and it's very nice.
Oh, the time we save.
That's almost fast. It's Unleashed Nightmare, right? Are we? The orb is Unleashed Nightmare, right?
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
I was
Quell.
typing.
Any with any Quell had it first. Oh, actually no. Wait, it's either Quell or Gwen that had it, and then it moved. Could be
I
that.
think it was Gwen.
Goody. Oh my god.
But I think he DC'd.
Ah, that could be it as well.
Ooh, no.
Yeah, my logs say Quell died before or at the exact the same time, so I think it's probably Quell or Gwen, but it should be Gwen then. I think they had the orb and stood in the Vita because it says unstable Vita on bottom as well. Because it says unstable Vita.
How could you?
That doesn't matter, man. Just go. Like, I don't call you out to fucking cause you trouble or anything. I just call you out so you don't do it again, you know. Give you a little heads up about the tactics, boys.
But mostly to call you out, you know, make fun of you.
Just because I'm a cunt, I know, man.
Exactly.
I'm the biggest cunt in the world, you know. Such a bad guy.
Yeah, we're doing well. This is really only the second full night we've done on this boss, so
Yeah,
just
I know,
keep
man.
positive.
Eat your food, Sarahs and Shaska.
Oh, we got 49 before.
We don't need DPS.
Yes, we do it, Shadows. It's a cat. What?
Don't read raid chat, dear. Go back to sleep.
Sorry.
Now he's reading it.
It's the cat. Cat knocked the router or something, so he disconnected.
5, 4, 3.
Ain't got no time to read no rich shit. Busy doing mechanics. Oh no. Spread out. This one buttons. No moving. Just gonna stay there. Stop.
Can you get an evade on Ariane, please?
Ads boys. Melt them ads boys. Yeah, move boss. Alright, get ready for the watch shit. Right, spread out. This hunter. What is open this or? Come on, going. Ah, wrong one. Ah, good. Moving now towards Borgo. Okay, I can't solve this. Yeah, we just keep losing way too much DPS and stupid shit.
Yep, we are. And then people not doing the quacking properly either. The lighting thing. In the second phase.
Yeah, this is one of them fights that we need everybody alive. Sadly.
I hate those fights.
It's not Shadow. Just wipe it.
It's not Shadow, is that what you said? Okay.
Pretty much need everyone alive on Shatter as well, to be honest.
Yeah, 19 people, not 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I'm waiting.
It's a fight like Ashfair when we first started.
Like, we lose people when the second Nightmare Orb hits. I don't know, it's whether people are stacking way too soon, or it's just the damage that's not being done correctly. But we always fuck it up when we get that part, so I don't know what it is.
Did I miss a repair bot or do we have one?
Are the orbs touching each other way too close to each other, Harry?
Sorry?
Like the orbs, are they close? Are they touching too soon? Like the void and the nightmare one? Do you guys
No.
need more time? Or
Well,
like
don't we No, they're okay, but as long as you've got the cooldowns available and have the time to heal you guys up. And if we have, like someone calls out when the void orb is going to hit, I mean, I'm staring at it, so I see it. But it's when the when the nightmare orb hits that raid damage comes out.
Okay, unstable nightmare. Big died from unstable nightmare.
Yeah, that's the big circle thing.
Oh, we're losing way too many people. Like, honestly. Nightmare, nightmare, death, nightmare, unstable void, unstable unleashed void, grand illusions. No, that's not helpful either. Stable Vita, stable Vita. Yeah. We just need to transition really, really cleanly into the last set of thingy, but that ad needs to die way, way faster.
Yeah, exactly.
And we can't lose anybody while we transition to blue, pretty much the second set. Like, we need everybody alive. And then we can practice the third set, which we kinda need everybody alive as well.
What is this? What have you done? You ruin everything!
Five, four, three, two,
Spread. Yeah, okay, sick. Come on, buffs, dude. Spread that motherfucker. Ah, okay, that's another wipe.
That's glorious. Come on, guys, we need to save the world from the Zod. Put some effort into it. Otherwise, World of Warcraft is over.
It's over anyway.
What do you mean?
Gonna die.
No, you're wrong. Bells, you're wrong.
Why are we still losing people on the first set? Is it just people not spreading out, or just not looking where they're standing?
I think Buffers was Nightmare Orb and Synthetica was Vita, probably?
Yeah, I get hit by the Vita.
Yeah.
There we go. Just be more
It wasn't
careful.
Synthetica's fault. Yeah, Quinn's. Even if you got hit by the Vita, it wasn't your fault. It was a guy moving way too late. He was the wrong marker. Because I got second this time, and I was at nipple, and the guy that had it was standing straight on top of me. Always start first, boys. Enable chat boxes. You can see the marker where you have to go on top of your head.
Does it actually tell you to go to store? When you first
Yeah,
get it?
because look at the weak aura. It says
No,
star,
I don't
nipple.
recall.
Yeah. No, actually, the first one doesn't tell you to go star, but that's the general rule. And I've told it like 7 times already during this whole evening. So yeah,
Yes.
the first one's always star, boys. Always.
What's it on the other side? Green, right?
Nipple.
Oh, no, on the other side, when we are on the third side.
Yeah, first one's green on the other side, yeah. Always.
So it's always the left side. So
Yes.
The first one.
2, 1.
Spread out.
Someone need to soak the nightmare for me.
That's just overlap. That's overlap. Who was it? Well, had Nightmare, and then... Yeah.
How can it overlap though?
Yeah, so the first guy that had to do Nightmare wasn't on the spot, so Quell got Nightmare when
Fuck
he had
me, guys.
He had Star, so yeah.
It's like 2 hours. I think you guys would know where to go at this
Yeah.
point.
So Quell had to get Star, he had Nightmare, so...
It's really not that complicated.
It's not, I know.
You
huh?
get Nightmare, go to Skull.
The next person needs to stand
At the edge of the
like
circle, yeah.
almost inside it, like on the edge, to make sure that it doesn't go.
So that was one of the melees that fucked up, I guess. Unless the guy wasn't exactly on Skull. But he is exactly on Skull, Shaska is exactly on Skull, so yeah. It's a melee fuck up. Right there.
Cool. So Bezos new transmog.
Yeah, I know Quell. I saw.
The fuck is that, man?
Not your fault,
Yeah,
man.
but like to make sure it doesn't go to the one that is on circle, we usually go a bit in front of Skull and not right on.
If you stand exactly at the edge, like the next guy, it doesn't matter at all. Because it's closest
Yeah,
to...
true. No, but like to make the next guy to be able to still DPS the boss.
Yeah.
You just go a bit in front of Skull. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, no. Just saying Quell wasn't to blame here.
No.
Really don't
Quell was
understand. It's so
absolutely not
fucking
to blame.
easy when we do it with range.
The master surveyed his and found it lacking. His judgment was swift and without mercy. Death to all.
Wow. Fire devastation didn't even proc once. Fuck.
Oh my god. No, no way.
Fire devastation isn't worth for tanks here.
It is for warriors.
No, not for tanks.
Extra
Yeah,
first
not
net.
tanks.
So here, this for tanks.
I don't have any replacement anyways.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh my. It's the Marcus boys. Thanks for that. Another restack. Fuck you doing, dude? What the fuck are you guys doing, man?
We're wiping it.
Fuck me. What the hell's with these retarded fucking placements?
Wasn't the nightmare this time?
Yeah, I know, but we've been over this for like 2 hours. Why the fuck are we like just like derping the first orb again? Like, we did fine for like an hour in a row. Start getting somewhere and it's just like the IQ just goes down all of a sudden.
So I think Nefer did it right, the other guy did it wrong. I don't know, man.
Unstable nightmare. Isn't that the one? Okay.
That's the big circle one.
Okay.
I think Nefer did it right. I'm gonna make a hinge, but I think Shaska did it wrong. Probably no. Shaska was
doesn't-
first, and Nefer, and then some guy wasn't standing at the wrong place.
It
according
doesn't
to my
matter
log.
who did it wrong, but it's like, guys, come on. You know where you're supposed to go. Skull with the nightmare, blah blah blah. Why are we fucking this up all of a sudden?
No idea, buddy. No idea. It's being a nice amount of food, though. It's very nice.
Yeah, but it's just ridiculous.
Yay.
It's like if we keep
Yeah,
derping
nah.
around like this, the fucking Vantas rooms are not gonna save us.
Oh hell no.
No, most definitely not.
Oh, they won't.
So
Never.
we really need to stop derping around so we can actually see if we can do it next time with the Vantas rooms. Otherwise, we're gonna be stuck on this for quite a while.
If it was just like an ad up at 4%, then the vendors rooms would fucking save us. Simple as that. Other than that, nothing. Nothing else.
Kroggy, what do you mean I was standing exactly at Skull?
Yeah, that's not what we want to do.
Yeah, but
We want to stay in the
And
way
I
so
can't
the
hear
next
you, you're
person can
talking
pick us.
really quiet. I don't know what you're saying.
Saying standing on Skull.
My mic is fucked up then.
Yo, you guys doing Bloodlust on pull for just progressing and seeing like how the fight goes, or is this a planned thing? Are you gonna keep Bloodlusting on pull?
It's a planned thing because you really want to rush the boss into second phase. But if you can't even kill the fort,
Yeah,
like
I was thinking with the way
Yeah.
the raid is going, like you guys specifically might have to change the
yeah,
Bloodlust
exactly.
timing.
Because if you can get it before the third, it's worth using Bloodlust at start. If you can't get it, like,
Yeah.
otherwise it's not worth it at all.
Yeah, it's about like what works for your raid, really. I think maybe you might need to change.
Just do the numbers. We can get it before the 4th. Even if we get the boss like at 42, we can just ignore the orbs and just nuke the boss and we
Yeah,
can
no,
get
no,
it.
no,
Even at
no.
44, 45, as long as we just, you know.
It was 51 last time, wasn't it? Or 50?
Yes, but that's like we're already with like 4 or 5 people dead since God
Yeah,
knows
no,
when.
no.
If everybody's alive and you do your orbs little correctly and you don't go jumping around the place like a maniac and you do it nice and smoothly, we can do it before the 4th set of ads. But that means that everybody needs to do what they're supposed to be doing. Not
Well,
just
then
like
not.
whinging it and killing
Yeah.
other people.
Exactly.
The Fantasy Runes is just gonna make it slightly easier because the ads will die faster and, you know.
And we might survive the AoE.
Focus on the mechanics. Don't derp too much. Go to the market you're supposed to be, deal with the mechanic you're supposed to do. Same as on Heroic, pretty much.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Just pay attention to what you're supposed to know. And popping your brew before you do your best. Let's go out. Midnight Blast. Did I read that correctly?
Someone need to take my place on the nightmare.
Better switch to Stalker. Let's get that Stalker quickly.
It's too far back.
No, it's not. It's exactly Skull.
But you want the nice guy to still keep DPS close.
Is that the last one we did? Yeah, okay.
Get
No
a
Skull,
better
no
replay.
boss. Okay, good. Okay, ready to deal with the Void now. So the moment you guys see that Nightmare Orb hit, spread out. Kill that terror. Nice. Get ready. Spread out. Okay, good. Focus Void Hunter. So, no DPS on the boss, move Void Hunter. And with the soak. One next to the boss. Okay, good. Soak it with us. I'll get that Void Hunter before it does another one. Okay, Cut the boss to the purple, to where the thingy comes out. Everybody on Nightmare. What appears on Nightmare?
What?
Vita explosion.
Okay, explain me this. Why did I get hit by 2.1 million by Unstable Nightmare?
You had the debuff on you.
Yeah, if you still have the debuff, the catalyst thingy, you basically take 300%
Yeah, but I
more
couldn't help
damage.
it.
There's nothing we
Shit
can do about
happens.
it.
I really couldn't. There was
Krog, I
overlap.
don't know what you mean.
You don't have to stay right on the skull. You have to stay just so the next person can still be in
And I
range of the
still
boss, so he
can't really hear you, sorry.
He's basically saying that you don't have to stay on skull. You basically move there, drop it, and then run back.
No, he
That's what I
said
think.
no. He says you have to stand in front of it a little bit. Okay, I'm not gonna go there.
Why?
Yes, because so then you can still DPS. They want to pull the DPS a bit up. That's why they
I
did.
can't DPS anyway, I'm too far from any
Yeah,
boss or
all the melee are doing it that way, just so they can up the DPS a little bit.
No, he doesn't mean the one who has the orb and who's standing above, like in front of the skull, but the person who is next on soaking can stand at the edge and still hit the boss. That's
Yeah,
what he.
exactly. That's
Like
why
if you
you
have
guys
a
need to.
Ra-den now and Skull,
Why do you
we're
fucking talk,
standing
man?
right.
Jesus Christ. That's why I keep telling you guys, like last time as well, it's a lot easier if you guys hug the pillar, this thing over here, and then you just have the other guy on the other side of the boss. That way you never have accidental fuck-ups. Because then you just look at the weak aura. The guy who's supposed to do the next, instead of standing on purple, you just go over here-ish. Or wherever the fuck the circle is. Obviously a little bit closer if you have to, blah 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 blah. And that way you can still DPS in. The problem is if all 5 of you are standing here on purple, where you're not supposed to be, you're supposed to be over here with the tanks, then you'll never accidentally get the nightmare when you're not supposed to get it.
No, but we're talking about that someone is standing exactly on Skull, which makes us unable to melee.
Of course you can't melee on skull, dude. The fucking circle is like 20 yards big.
The
You don't
guy that is
understand that.
next.
I know. What's the problem? Isn't that obvious? Or is the boss like too far away from that?
Yeah. If you put the skull like in a straight line of that on the fire pillar, it's further away from circle, and it's just close enough to.
Okay, I know what he means. Okay, never mind. Yeah, keep the balls on cross so that the melee can keep DPSing before they have to do the next nightmare. Jesus. I'll post it on Discord, man. Show me.
No, like after the raid, I have to make the picture.
Because you want melee to keep DPSing before they get the next nightmare on them, right?
I'll make a screenshot where I stand.
Yeah.
Next to.
What he wants to
I'm
do
talking
is
to
at the edge
Krogi,
of...
man. Can I just talk to Krogi? Is that what you mean, Krogi?
Can you hear me, or is the mic too?
I am asking you a question, but just keeps talking over you. That's what you mean, right? Like you want people to be able to DPS while the guy with nightmare is on skulls.
No,
So the
I
next
want...
guy is in range, can still get it, right? That's what you mean.
Wait, does my mic work? Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear you.
you're really low though.
So I want the next person who is soaking the nightmare, next person
To be able to DPS the boss.
Yes.
Okay, that's literally what I've been saying. So there's no problem. So the problem you guys have now is the boss is out of range.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we tank the boss on cross. So that means that you guys need to be on the left side across the melee, the guys who are not soaking, and the guy who has to soak stands on the right side of the boss. There you go, easy. So we just need to keep balls on cross now. Wow. I'm surprised it took like 3 hours to actually mention this.
It's still progression.
Oh, dude, everyone mentioned that the first 4 pulls
I didn't
already.
hear it, man.
You just didn't. Yeah, you didn't listen.
Yeah.
And you keep saying people talk over everyone, but like you're the one who's not listening, man.
Yeah, but no, we didn't have the problem before.
We always tanked it there, didn't we?
No, we tanked it closer to Skull.
Ah, closer to Skull. My boot. Well, it's still not the reason why we're wiping though, in fairness.
2, 1.
Alright, so this should be good enough. So ready? Let's go out. And do the nightmare shit. Stalker go. Oh, DPS on the stalking.
Oh, you're not supposed to stay that far away because you're gonna take the Vita on you.
Yeah, I know. I fucked up.
Oh, okay. That's what happened.
Is that why we just lost 4 people?
Yeah, one in the corner. One here.
Don't stay in the break, like in the square here. That's what's the...
Why is folks like all the way back now?
Yeah, exactly. Not like having it.
Just a task.
Still stone.
I'll just assume you guys are all tired from a hard weekend of partying and drinking and doing hardcore drugs.
Yeah, the message just came to my head right now. Just.
But just the thought about going back to work tomorrow, just...
I can see the sounds right now, Tef. It's...
Oh my god. Oh great, I need repairs again. Ay. So many mistake-a-roonies. Why did we lose 4 people at once with the Vita, by the way?
Because it probably stood in them. You see, there's a line from... You see the dead people right now? These two, and then Foofs was here. There's a line from the guy that actually stood at the right spot at the star. You probably hit them all with a beam coming towards here.
I didn't hit anyone with the guy after me.
Yeah, it's the line of the lightning that just hit everyone. And then
Yeah, I'm losing hope, Maury.
Yes.
I can't take it anymore. I need to prepare what's... Alright, let's do one more amazing pull. I have something to talk about at work tomorrow. When people say, what did you do this weekend? Well, glad you mentioned it.
Well, that's okay. Yeah, that sounds exciting conversation as
So
well.
you talk to your colleagues about WoW then?
Yeah,
No, I
teach a
don't.
Turkish guy. Wow, that should be interesting.
I don't talk to my colleagues at all now. Just ignore them.
Okay.
Say good morning, I just say.
They're a bit brown, so let's be honest.
People are not eating their food. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. I mean, I know we're gonna demote packs, but can you just eat your food, man? Come on, dude.
God.
I know you lost motivation, but come on, dude.
What?
You gotta eat
Oh
your food,
shit.
man.
Yeah,
Come
I thought
on.
I
Buffers
did. I
as
thought I
well,
clicked
man.
on
Come
it.
on, dude.
I
Nav as
thought I
well.
fucking clicked on it.
It's just,
He's thinking of Hillbilly and Redneck time. Yeah.
now we're gonna
All
have
good.
to...
Ready.
Buffers is still leading, so I'm just gonna wait for Buffers. Here, you can have a potion. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I'm gonna deposit the Vantis runes I have in the guild bank. We'll need them.
So this is your last raid then?
Yeah, I think so.
Why didn't we take the priest then instead?
Was he there?
Yep.
Yeah. Why would we take somebody that's not gonna raid anymore? It's just like a waste of time.
It's an outro.
Yeah.
It's
Fuck
not like it's
outros.
leaving the guild, is it?
Well, yes now.
I give you guys my blessing with Ra-den.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just because someone's going on a break doesn't mean to say, you know.
Yeah, well, still. Not just joking.
I'm going on a break after this, by the way. Take it.
No more breaks for anybody.
Bye.
What do you mean no more breaks? I haven't even had one.
Alright. As per contractual obligations.
When did I sell my soul?
Spread out.
I saw the contract, Ari, so no.
It was signed in blood.
Great. That's why I feel like shit.
No, that's people. We defeat this correctly, boys. So that should be good.
You know what?
Focus call.
Okay, innovate on Ariane, please.
Spread out.
Void.
Second boys. Yeah, I got too much shit on there. Too much crap on you. He has a point.
One more, that was the last.
Nah, I think I had enough. I don't think it's gonna change.
Okay.
People need to sleep. Process all this information of, you know, markers and mechanics and stuff.
Tef, I just wanted to say that I actually didn't know that tonight was gonna be my last. I didn't know about the Shadow Priest being a valid, you know, option for you
But I
guys.
demoted you like last week, man. Then you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna stop you.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
Then
think
what the
about
fuck
the
was the
Shadow
point
Priest.
emailing me? Like, oh no, I'm still gonna stay for a couple of months.
Yeah, I know.
The same, dude.
Just because you've got the Shadow Priest doesn't mean to say you have to feel compelled to stop either.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Everybody's
It's
here
just-
on their merits, so you know if you want to raid, raid. If you don't want to raid every single week, every other week, you know it's a lot of people have real life.
Yeah,
I don't.
Okay, apart from Tev.
Okay, thank you. Alright. So we
Crap.
need to talk,
Forgot
don't
to
we?
make a screenshot.
Hmm?
No, how the melee are handling the nightmare. Oh well.
Hmm. Watch
Not that
handling.
matters.
That's okay. I know it was gonna be a pain in the ass, this one.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so Brian needs to talk, so I'm gonna shut my stream off. Who gets to say goodnight?
Wait, why do you need to talk again?
Alright. I'll do it myself.
Oh.
Alright, thanks for watching.
Alright, guys.
Blah, blah, blah,
Thanks
blah,
for
blah.
the raid. See you another day.
Alright, take care, man. Bye bye. Yeah, good night, everybody. See
Good
you
night.
on
Good night.
Wednesday.
Yeah.
Night of
Good night, man.
submitting. Da-da-da-da-da.